Okay, everybody, I just recorded a video and it was a little too long and YouTube rejected it, so now I've signed up for longer videos, but this probably won't fill that time because I've already spent a while sitting here talking. Anyways, I went for a long run. It was just over 10 miles, so it was a nice afternoon run, evening, because the sun went down while I was out. I hadn't been able to run for a while, as I mentioned on the previous video, because a few weeks back when we had the freak ice storm here in Salt Lake City, I was riding to class on campus and I came across a slightly uneven level of concrete and ended up it pushed my bike right out from under me, so I just kept sliding and fell and hurt my back, my shoulders and such, so took some time to recover from that before getting out. And right after that, got to go running once, and then I had a set of exams, or a round of exams come up, so I was studying hard to try and be as prepared as I could for that, and didn't get to get out like I would have liked to have. So that's one of the dilemmas of going to school full time and working as well. It's, from time to time, it's difficult to make time to get out and run or jog. So with that in mind, I have another commitment that's going to be added to this, because in about 5 weeks I have a baby boy that's going to be born. It's going to be our first child. We're going to name him Julian Landon Bates, and we're really excited. But one of the things that people tell me is that I'm not going to get any sleep. And I say, well, I already don't get much sleep. I mean, I'm often up till 3 a.m. studying and sleep for a little bit, and then in class by 8 or 8:30. You're in work around that same time. So not a whole lot of time to lose more sleep. So we'll see how that goes. So I ask you if you have had any experience with that. Have you had to make time in your day or week to try and squeeze in runs or jogs or anything that you can related to that? If you have, then please leave a comment below, and if you want, leave a video response. That would be really cool. And also, please subscribe. Where is it? And let me know about your experiences. I know that Jody, if you're watching, I know that you run your business and you have your family and you still go jogging pretty regularly. How do you make time for that? And I specifically say make time because a lot of people have heard or have said the excuse of I just don't have time. But you might also be familiar with the saying that if you want something done, then ask someone who's busy to do it, because they're the people who actually make time even if they don't have time to do something. So that's what I'm working on and have to look forward to having to make even more of an opportunity than the opportunities that I find and treasure right now. Another thing that I was going to talk about was that on my 10 plus mile run today, I fueled up with some nutritious, homemade, yummy. That's pretty much what it is. It's y'all maybe had fruit roll-ups growing up. This is a fruit leather. It's something that I make. My mom made them when I was growing up, and she taught me how. And this is just fruit. This specific roll is made exclusively from bananas and a few strawberries. You take them, put them in the blender, and you make your mush that kind of looks like applesauce or a smoothie. But then I have fruit leather trays that I use in my dehydrator. It takes about 1 cup of fruit to make a piece that's like this. I'm not going to roll it out. Well, yeah. I ate some of it, so it's probably about 10 inches long and 6 inches wide. Anyways, these are really sweet. They don't need any added sugar or anything like that. It's all natural. And I used to make them with honey, but they were too sweet, and my wife couldn't even handle how sweet they were with the natural fructose plus the added sugars from honey. So there are no preservatives, no sweeteners, nothing added but fruit ground up or blended and then dehydrated. So I keep them in little baggies. They're easy to stick in my belt pack that I carry my water bottles with and just take out. Definitely 1 roll is enough to keep you through a 10-mile run, and more than fuel what you need for that, as long as you eat a healthy meal before you go out. Also, as soon as I got back, by way of nutrition, I made a veggie smoothie. I blended some red leaf organic kale, some carrots, some tomatoes, and some spirulina, and a couple of portions of tofu. And I'll be honest, it didn't taste the greatest, but it definitely gave me what I needed. Oh, and a half of a red bell pepper. So, I've made better tasting smoothies. But I had probably 3 cups of that. Also had 2 liters of water this morning before I went out, and 2 25-ounce bottles of water while I was running. So hydration is definitely something that I find makes distance easier. It also makes short distance in the hills easier. But now, to keep hydrating and get some energy back because I'm pretty drained, I'm having a smoothie that tastes good that my wife made. Let's see if I can show it here. The real colors. It's pink-ish. Well, yeah, or a dark pink. This smoothie has pineapple, mangoes, peaches, strawberries, oranges, grapes, and I'm not sure if she put anything else in it, but that's it. Just fruit. Delicious. Sweet. Full of energy. And actually made like 6 cups of smoothie, so between the two of us, we're definitely getting our fruit portions for today. So I have a question for you. If you, or when you go out running, what do you eat before you go? Something that won't sit so heavy in your stomach, but will give you the nutrients and the energy that you'll need for your time that you're going to be out. And also, what is your post-run meal, your preferred post-run meal or shake? And how many of you have a Vitamix? Just curious note for me, because we don't have a Vitamix. I would love to have one, but it's not in the budget right now, especially with baby on the way. But I told my wife probably going to start setting aside a little bit of cash out of every paycheck and just save it up, so that at some point I will have my little wad of cash for my Vitamix and just make it happen, because I would definitely like it. Anyway, so please leave a comment below if you do have a Vitamix and how vital the Vitamix is in your life, how often you use it. And if you bought one and you find that you don't use it very often, then please leave a comment below and let me know why or why not you use it on a regular basis. So for those who have bought it, yeah, do you think it's worth it? Because, like I say, I don't have one yet, but their advertising is definitely good, and I've had friends in the past that have had them, but we don't live in the same place now, so I don't know if they're still using it. So one thing that I started last week was incorporating some sprint intervals into my regular training. I did that on Friday afternoon. Today's Monday, so I feel right here, this is what surprised me, right here I feel a lot of worked muscles. I still feel it, so definitely have room for improvement, but it's something that I read about in Outside magazine, one of the few magazines I subscribe to. It can give me a little free time relaxation read to break away from the more serious reading of sciences for my studies. So tell me, what do you read to get away? Do you to escape from your studies? Do you read, or do you something else? Do you do something else while you're at home when you don't have enough time to go out and go for a jog, but you still have a little bit of free time? Do you just sit around and relax? Do you read? If you do, is it a book or magazines, or are you a video game junkie in your free time? So leave comments, let me know, and if anyone that watches this is doing sprint intervals as a regular part of their routine exercises, then please let me know how it's worked out for you. Or if you just started, then also let me know, and I will keep you updated on how that seems to work out for me. As you can tell, if you click onto the links from my Facebook, which is A Runner's Vlog on Facebook, I have a page there that's linked to my page with my name. You can see my running times and distance from today, and you can tell that I've got some room for improvement. So I'm hoping that sprint intervals will help with that. So please let me know if you've had that experience and how it's worked out for you. So I hope you enjoyed your holiday. I hope you got the day off. Definitely it's been a nice break. This weekend I hung out with my wife. She's a sweetie. She went to the gym, so she let me go running. Always a plus. Not that she ever tells me no, but she's 8 months pregnant, almost 8 months pregnant, and still doing Zumba. So if anyone else does that or has a spouse that does that, then comment, let me know. And Phil, props for doing Zumba. Hope you keep it up, because I went a couple times with my wife when she convinced me to go, and it totally kicked my butt. So I'd have to go again and see how I am now. I'm sure it could last longer, but it's a fun experience and definitely works you. And on a funny note, the time before last that my wife was in the gym, she in between songs, as they were partially into the course, the instructor said, "Xiomara," that's my wife's name, "Xiomara, are you okay? Because if you're okay, we're all okay." So, yeah, if you can be 8 months pregnant, doing Zumba, keeping up with everybody, within reason, then everyone else better be alright. Alright, thanks for watching. Thank you for your comments and for subscribing, wherever it is. And have a good night.